Okay, everybody, settle down and gather round, and we'll all gaze into my metaphorical crystal ball to find out what will happen before 2050. Ooh, I see a dark, handsome person in your future. Oh, wait, wrong crystal ball. Never mind. Now, how often do you dream of being able to see the future? This way, you could understand if you should accept that job offer or not, if you should take your umbrella, or the weather forecast will prove wrong again, or if the country you're going to spend your holiday in will still exist in a couple of years. Hey, I'd just like to know which stocks to pick, wouldn't you? Well, luckily, nowadays you don't have to be a psychic to predict the future. Sometimes it's enough just to analyze the present. Here are the events that are planned to happen or will probably happen by the year 2050. Let's start in the year 2019. Ooh, that's next year. A couple of new countries have big chances to appear on the political map of the world. Nowadays, Bougainville Island in the Pacific Ocean is formally the autonomous region of Papua New Guinea. However, if in 2019 most of the population votes for independence, it will become a separate country. Another place, New Caledonia, is now part of France, but if its people decide so, it will also become an independent state. So those of you who have been visiting all the countries in the world on their bucket list, you'll have more work to do. What's more, Tesla will manufacture more than 500,000 cars for the first time in the history of the company. The European Union will allow self-driving cars on the roads within its borders. Denmark will be the first to open a zoo without cages. They plan to create a world with animals that will roam free, where there won't be any tanks or cages. As for the visitors, they will have to observe the animals hidden from their view completely, either from beneath the ground or from other shelters. Here, kitty! In the year 2020, the construction of the tallest building in the world will be finished. As you know, today the tallest building is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. But in 2020, Saudi Arabia will break this record. By this time, the construction of the Jeddah Tower will have been completed, and the world will see a building with a height of 3,303 feet. What's more, India will have completed a huge optical fiber network. It will connect 600 million citizens living in the rural areas to the internet. More people will have mobile phones and electricity in their homes. More than 6.1 billion people will be using smartphones all over the world. In more than half of the USA, solar energy will become more economical than usual electricity. The first space hotel for the wealthiest people will be opened. Bigelow Aerospace is planning to launch a spacecraft that will be a hotel for people from Earth. The tests of such aircrafts have been successful. Moreover, one of them is even used by astronauts in the ISS as a storage room. In the year 2024, SpaceX, the company that was founded by Elon Musk in 2002, is planning to send a cargo spaceship to the Red Planet. Later, if the mission is successful, they want to send the first people there. More than half of all the internet traffic to people's homes will be used by different home devices and appliances. There will appear new prostheses that will convey sensations. Cost of solar panels will equal $0.9 American per watt. In the year 2025, the population of Earth will reach 8 billion people, and they'll all be in line at Starbucks. What's more, people's life expectancy will get longer, and there will be 50 times more centenarians. More and more people will use car-sharing programs all over the world. Norway will even ban gas-powered cars, and people will start to drive electric cars solely. Hey, I've got one now. It will be possible to charge electronic devices using Wi-Fi. U.S. military will start to use electricity for stimulating soldiers' brains, improving their attention span and increasing reaction time. The construction of Dubai's Dubailand an unbelievably huge entertainment complex will finally be completed. In the year 2026, the Sagrada Familia Cathedral in Barcelona will be finished. The construction of this cathedral started back in 1883. The biggest challenge has been designing special stone blocks as necessary, and it takes a long time to make even one. They require a lot of individual attention. So, by the time the thing is finally built, the cathedral will have been under construction for 143 years. The European Union's International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor will be activated for the first time. This reactor is much safer than traditional nuclear reactors, and in case of an accident, the emissions will be minimal, and so an evacuation won't be necessary. Surgeons will start to use near-infrared goggles that will help them see tumors as tiny as 0.04 inches and even cancer cells. Google will invest enough money to make the internet 1,000 times faster. In the year 2028, Venice may become uninhabitable. It doesn't mean that the city will be completely underwater. It might happen, but not before the year 2100. However, there are concerns that the water level in the Venetian lagoon will raise so much that it will be impossible to live in the houses. You'll be able to use your smartphone to detect diseases through breathalyzer screening technology. Contact lenses with built-in cameras will become available. Say cheese! Asia will become the center of all air travel. And life expectancy will dramatically increase due to the gene modification. In the year 2029, the Apophis asteroid will come as close as 23,860 miles to Earth. According to the first estimations that scientists made, the probability of the astronaut colliding with Earth in 2029 was only about 2.7%. However, later it was completely ruled out, which can't be said about future times when the asteroid will come even closer to our planet. Robotic sex partners won't shock anyone. Quite the contrary, they will become common practice. People wealthy enough to afford it will say farewell to wrinkles. In the year 2030, the area of the Arctic ice sheet will be extremely small. According to some estimations, the Arctic Ocean will melt completely in the summer period before the end of the 21st century. Surgeons will manage to reroute the nerves in such a way that paralyzed people will be able to use their hands. And people will mass-produce artificial blood for transfusions. In the year 2033, a manned mission to Mars will start, and its name will be Aurora. The program of the International Space Agency will be focused on studying the Moon, Mars, and asteroids. It will include both automatic flights and manned ones. Before they send people to Mars, they will send cargo to it and will develop technologies for landing and returning to Earth. Scientists will invent injectable brain implants. Ah man, too late for me. They will allow to alter neurons and treat brain damage and disorders. In the year 2035, quantum teleportation will happen in Russia. But don't let your hopes up, this is not that teleportation of actual objects through space. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, never mind. Solar activity will decrease by 1%, and as a result, Earth will experience a mini ice age. 3D printers will start to print organs, which will then be used in hospitals. No, not that kind of organ, you silly. People will be able to widen the range of their senses, using implants that will detect more signals such as X-rays, radio waves, and others. In the year 2036, probes will start their journey to research the Alpha Centauri star system. The ships will have solar sails, and it will take them about 20 years to get to the Alpha Centauri system and about 5 years to inform Earth about the successful arrival. Bionic eyes that will have extremely high resolution will become commercially available. In the year 2038, the U.S. National Archives will declassify the mystery of John F. Kennedy's assassination. Despite the fact that John F. Kennedy's assassin was determined to be Lee Harvey Oswald, this version still doesn't satisfy the many people who don't believe it. Come on, people, get a life. Deafness at any stage will be cured. The world population will reach the number of 9 billion people. In the year 2045, it will be the time of technological singularity, when the technological process will be so complex that it will be impossible to understand. There might be the moment when humanity will be integrated with machines, leading to the appearance of a completely new type of people. So, what are we talking about here? Finally getting a smartphone implant so you can never put the thing down? Along with fingerprints, brain prints will join the security measures. What's more, brain implants that people will use both for entertainment and for curing disabilities will become available. And in the year 2050, the colonization of Mars will start. First colonists might come to the Red Planet as part of the Mars One project. The population of big cities will reach 6.3 billion people, all still lined up at Starbucks. 50% of the world's population will suffer from short-sightedness. Hey, don't we have that now? So, which of these predicted future events will you look forward to? Tell us in the comments below. Share this video with those of your friends who enjoy reading sci-fi about traveling. And join us right back here for another exciting adventure on the bright side of life.